Look, please do a pre-game starter.
Chodźcie do kółeczka, miśki.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody in between and all over the world, welcome to the final game on the first day at EMUCC 2024. I am Lorca Murray, and it is my pleasure, my privilege, to be bringing you this game of action here in the Power Pools, the mixed division, between Puck from France and RJP from Poland, the two Masters sides. Coming into this matchup, Puck 1-1, lost both their games, I should say, in the pool earlier. Ultimate beating them 15-8, and AUC beating them 15-10. RJP on the other side lost 14-7 to Marmotta, and then lost 15-8 to Huck's Ultimate Club Berlin. So both these teams looking for their first wins of the game. On RJP, you know we're going to be looking to Adam Tomczyk, who's put up 5 assists so far and has been marshalling that offense from the backfield. Another big handler is going to be Monika Zykowska. So we'll see how these two teams are able to stand up against them. Puck are not without their own stars. Julien Gabriel, 4 assists, 3 goals so far at this tournament, and lighting up the pitch all across it. Adel Polilau with 4 goals, and Scott Graber with 3 assists and 1 goal also to keep your eyes on them. So there's plenty of action still to come in the last game slot of the day. The conditions are, shall we say, challenging. They are certainly posing something of a conundrum to these teams, posing something of a conundrum to the organisers as well. As you probably noticed, this game is delayed. We apologise for that, but we have no control over the weather. This game in the power pools, both these teams looking for an early win. There is a 1-4 bracket available for finishing first or second in the power pools. And plenty of opportunities still left to do it. The game was already 1-0 to RJP early on. Here's a big shot looking all the way down the field, and that's a fantastic grab inside the end zone, and we are off to the races. There was a momentary break, but now we are back in action. Let's give thanks to our game official, Fridolin Jashneg. So, Puck in the blue find themselves 2-0 down. Unless not entirely sure how Puck will respond, but that's why we watch this game, for all the action. Disc middle of the pitch. A quick call back. And there is an injury. I'm not sure who was going off. I think that's Diola Njai coming on though. Quick pop. Then returning to his central position. Wants to get involved. The opportunity for the Huck, but instead an underthrow out of the hands of Torrieri. And there's the Huck looking deep Popano can't get around the defenders. I think Popanot. And RJP have a chance to get another score. Great break to a stationary player. And thrown back in. Leading pass down the line, taken without hesitation. RJP off to the races. A central force the whole way. Sakowska, you know she's going to stay involved. And that pass, not what Sultki was looking for. And Pook get the chance to go back in the opposite direction. Centered. Grappin. Forgive me if I'm mixing these up. The numbers are a little difficult to make out. Graber. Njai. Graber runs to the end zone, wants it back. Pook elect to keep going through the middle. And there is the collection. Jeremy Poppenon gets the goal in the end. His third of the tournament. So after a fantastic play with Monica Zakowska in the central role for a lot of it, RJP can't capitalize and get another break. Pook get on the board. Tazio Dorieri throwing into Jeremy Popano. And the previous point, which was that big throw and a fantastic grab throw at Gatazuk and Piotr Piniezek. With the skying snag. Okay, everybody. We got a little bit of a game on our hands. I'm not sure what the weather's like where you are. What time it is, but it's Friday, baby. Weekend ahead of us. Lots of action still to come. What a lovely way to get warmed up. You heading out into the town tonight? You staying home? You got plans? Thank you for making some time to join us. There wasn't enough space between the disc and the ground for it to join with a player. So now Pook have a chance to get a break of their own. D-line's out there, looking to come back into it. And a turnover almost immediately in response. Sorry, JP. Chance to go back. Centered into the middle. Swung around. Near sideline. No need to force it right now. Pozanski. All the way across. Big swing. Tries to shoot in the middle. A lot of people in the way and it bounces off several hands. Too many cooks in the kitchen and the soup is spoiled. Nice offhand, backhand into the power position. This Pook D-line gets another look. That's a much better leading pass break. Initially bubbled, but a huge sit-in flick blade. That was an incredible throw. Angie Lille Magaran. Forgive me. But brilliant shot. Magaran read the opportunity, sent one flying. Kate McCulley on the other end, and we're all tied up. RJP did start on offense, so a pair of braces, and things are starting to chatter on this pitch. 2-2. RJP looking to come back into it. Brilliant undercut. Acres of space. Of course, it was Zakowska who set it up, but then unable to connect with Rabba Prisbilak. And Pook get possession. Chance for another break. And when in the early exchanges, it looked like the Poles were going to run away with it. Now the French come flying back into it. Swung into the middle. Alès. Across. Leading pass, backhand. Closing defender, but well brought in. Just outside of the end zone. There's the quick flip. It's going to be a travel called on Tahar. Jeremy Tahar. Gotta admire, doesn't try to force it into the end zone. Happy to take his time. Has some support in the dump position in Alès. Alès gets it back. That first dump cut doesn't work. Alès swings into the middle. It's collected by Graeber, and then Graeber throws across the front for the assist. Tahar gets his goal in the end. And Pook get the lead. So from 2-0 down to 3-2 up, the French are fighting. How will the Poles respond? So here come RJP, trying to get back into this matchup. They're going to need some big performances, but are far from out of it. Nice swing back into the center. A little bit of poaching, but for the most part, honest match. And another backhand break. Far sideline. Sanchez. Across to Poznański. Poznański gets it into the middle. Somehow Eder holds on. Eder down the line. And this is good, consistent play from RJP. Oh, and they brilliant reaching grab. I thought the temptation was being placed upon, I think that was Sanchez. But a fantastic grab on a wobbly pass in the tough conditions. Again, I think Eder. I'm sorry, it's hard to tell. Oh, I was right! Sanchez to Eder. I should trust myself more. Cornelia Eder getting the goal, tying things back up. They needed that. They were bleeding. But a nice flawless hold. Lots of undercuts. Don't want to take on any big throws on that point. Give the disc to Puck. Gotta respect Puck's ability. So just working it. But it went from sideline to sideline. Armando Ochoa Sanchez deserves a lot of credit. Oh, the big flick pull. Incredible. Well, I'm a fan. Although it goes out of bounds, so it will be a brick. I think the problem was tilting it up into the sky. If you're going to flick it, you've got to throw it to blade back into the ground. And then you can get a bit of a roll on it, you know? And it's a classic sweep. The three cutters in the open side all clear out. The break side runs across and collects it. It was a close run thing. That was a close thrown disc. Nicely under the arm. And this is very impressive from Puck. Puck, should I say. I'm going to say I should say Puck. Oh, brilliant steal through undercutting block. And who else but Zakowska is going to make that play? Njai, difficult to limit. But Zakowska, so central to positivity for this Polish side. Talk about Polish positivity. Tomczyk looks for Zakowska. Throws it through a window right before it gets slammed shut. But now somebody needs to come and get free. Tomczyk is struggling against that. Good initial block. Now just leads, and it's just the Tomczyk and Zakowska show. Dominator set. Works for the break. And that's Masters Mixed Ultimate. So RJP back on serve. This is where the game started, or restarted I should say, after the weather delay. And look at the give-go offense from Pook. They are pucking it around, as we'd say in Ireland. Of course, we're not in Ireland right now. Although, you could be forgiven for thinking so given these conditions. It was so sunny earlier in the day. You have to forgive me, we don't have number 44. Cal Katzler, I believe. I'm not sure. This is good, patient offense. Not looking to rush, not looking to force. Might be a flawless hold in response. They know they can't give the disc up. Players got to work. That's a brilliant break. Honestly, I wasn't super impressed with the cut. I think it was Boutinon who did it. You had the defenders back, so anywhere he went was going to be dangerous. Asked a lot of the throw and received it. Really nice throw over the shoulder. Magellan with her second assist of the game. And it was Boutinon with the catch. So Pook showing they can get it done on the unders, working it around. We've seen both sides put up some shots. We've seen both sides get a flawless hold with an awful lot of unders. And we're all tied up at 4-4. So here in the power pool game, both teams, remember, looking for their first win of the tournament. Of course, they're in power pool F, so their opportunity of making it to the semi-finals is gone. But playing for that chance at the fifth. Here come RJP. Really great leading pass. And another backhand. That was Kike. But great jumping block on the other end. It floated just a bit too long. A bit too dangerous. Excellent stuff from Tahar to get the block. Now working with the disc. Gets it down the line. Not an easy grab. Follow-up throw is sniffed out and snuffed out. RGP, brilliant grab from Kike. Somehow hold on to that. And a nice throw back in Tomczyk. The swings all the way around. Was it Kasuk who got that D on the other end? You know what, I think it might have been. There she is with the disc in her hand again. Nice throw across Laguna. Although I think that's actually got to go all the way back to the opposite sideline. So RGP RJP. I find it very difficult to go through those letters quickly. I keep going RJP. Rjip. Disc in hand. Stays at the halfway point. Immediate throwback to Zakowska. That's what I would have done as well. I think it's what anyone would have done. But now do we see the Tomczyk and the Zakowska show once more. Hammer over the top. Pop straight back to Zakowska. Quick switch. Zakowska doesn't care. Throws it over. Oh, and it's off the fingertips. Just a bit too far. Great work from the defense. I think he pulled up the offending receiver early by going for it at the high point. It was time for... I'm sorry, I can't make out who that was. It was time for the RJP player to actually just kind of catch that comfortably. But great pressure from the defense. Was that Tahar again? It might well have been. So now Pook with a chance for a break. Quick cuts. It's all open side. There's the leading pass. That looks like it's gone way too far. Just gripped it and ripped it. But he couldn't ship it. And RJP get another look at the hold. So after a couple of clean holds from the respective O-lines, seeing a lot of turns. Pook know they're getting their chances. If they switch to a zone on the turn, they have. I think maybe now they just have the time to set it up like they initially planned to. Excellent grab. Robert Prisbilak goes down the line. Zakowska shoots, but that's a bit too low. So 2 turnovers for Zakowska on this point. A little uncharacteristic. Excellent grab beforehand. Robert Prisbilak. So the sideline chorus rises. The call for defense at this critical juncture in the game. 4-4 the score rests. Following that flawless hold and the Magarin pass, backhand lefty break to Buchanan. Pook, they want to take the lead in this game. They have been chasing it all match since the restart. Oh, and there's the fatal turnover. Well, it was a wound. It might not be the end of the point yet. RGP look over the top, and it's a brilliant grab. Full attack extension, and once again, it's the Tomczyk and Zakowska show. An incredible connection between those two players. Zakowska, after 2 throwaways on that point, deciding to go and get it done herself in the end zone. Incredible grab. It's a wowska, more like. Alright, that's going to be a brick. Pook. Taking their time, going to walk it to the mark. I think from that layout it's going to be a little bit zony. You can see Pook going with the split horizontal stack on offense. You don't see that one too often because it's incredibly easy to poach. So I'm curious to see what they want from it. Oh, isolation on the open side. Sets up Inga in the power position, but the inside break is just a little too close too cold. Buchanan not able to lay out and get it. So now RJP, chance to extend their lead. Oh, but that's going to be bobbled and dropped. I don't think anybody expected that. Edwin Grappin. It's going to be a tough throw to not just lodge it in someone's chest. Grappin goes around to Herman. Herman to the opposite sideline. And that was just a bit too far ahead as well. So things are getting a bit sloppy these last 2 points. Not to speak too disparagingly of the teams. RJP. Inside throw. Nicely recognized. It was always going to be a narrow opportunity and too thin that time. That disc is held onto, but then bounces out of the hands. So the turnover is coming thick and fast here. Neither team able to take control of this point, so they have opted to take their time instead. A slow walk. Swing to the center. And now to the near sideline. So getting touches but not getting yards. Straight under. Nicely taken under intense pressure. Eder. Oh, under throws on the dump pass. Poznanski did just about everything he could to get onto that disc, and it's turned over right back. So RJP picking up straight away. You gotta worry, is the value of the disc decreasing at a dangerous rate? No, they've run all the way down the pitch. It's in the hands of Sanchez. Sanchez pops it back. Waiting there. Nikivais, and then thrown a bit too far. So another turnover. So Pook with another Luke. Do they have any more tricks in their book? Oh, that looked like it was a time out call, an understandable one. Tired legs, tired minds. They need to take a little bit of a break. We're going to take one here, but we will be back with you shortly. Welcome back. European Masters Ultimate Club Championships. Power Pool F. Both these teams, Pook and RJP, looking for their first one in the tournament. RJP currently on serve and 1 point up Pook. This is their offensive point. We've seen a lot of turnovers either way. As now they look to fight out of the front corner. An unenviable position. Quick clear and under. They like setting up those partnerships in the cutting lanes. A move down the line. Peeled off defender, doesn't get there in time, and there's the huge shot all the way downfield, but too far in the end. Looking, but not finding the receiver in the end zone. And after the time out, the turnover. We've seen it so many times before. RJP will have to go the whole opposite direction. Immediately, big deep shot looking all the way down the field. Really well read and caught. And then hand blocked, but received anyway. Sanchez has got the gods on his side as well as Eder, but there's the turnover. It was always coming, and Pook want to go right back quick as they can. Somebody has to take hold of this. I thought for sure RJP were going to score. Instead, Pook. A nice inside backhand break. Torrieri, he's been dishing it out so far in this game. Boutenon, he's been gobbling it up. Swing across. Right outside the end zone. Pook need this hold. They want it so badly, they get it. 5-5. It was finished off with a nice pop over the top. But that was all about the unders. The movement involving everybody on the line, going backwards and forwards. There are some substantial throws in there. There's a lot of very important movements by the cogs. So Pook have tied it up. Do they have any defensive shapes they want to throw out there? You've got to say it's been a lot of Tomzik and Sikowska so far on the success for RJP. The last 2 points they've scored have both consisted exclusively those possessions of those two players touching the disc. Adam Tomzik, Monica Sikowska. That one curves out. It was a close run thing from my angle, but it might look different to the people at home. So here come RJP. They want to handle this as quickly as they can. Break around. Zakowska can't correct and get the grab. It was thrown behind her. So now Pook with a chance to break. Again, they have never been in the lead. This is their opportunity. Can they complete it? No. Seno. RJP getting away with one a little bit. Swinging to the middle. There is not a lot of space, but they find it. Big leading passes. And some big grabs, of course, from Zakowska. The action has moved on. The disc is forced to be led. That is really well taken in. Tomzik shoots for the end zone. Wants to hold on to the lead, but overthrowing. And it goes out the back of the end zone. I think that was actually Klein. Sorry, I gotta go by the hats. Tomzik is 21, Klein is 71. So to, I suppose, properly admonish, I think that might have been Gerhard Klein looking for Adam Tomzik. As now Pook look for the lead. That's a nice pass. That shot, is it too fast, too far? And undone. Fatigue starting to come out, taking a long walk, and once again immediately looking for Sikowska on the under. Big gain. You see the cutting happening downfield, but not able to recognize there's a huge isolation. Finally able to get it through to the middle. Keek pass it back. Sikowska, power position, throws to the sideline, back into Sikowska. RJP to hold on to their lead. Sikowska needs support. It is slow coming. As you can start to see just how late it's gotten here at the end of summer. You have to say the dying of the light, somewhat a pathetic fallacy. As here we are at the sunset of these players' careers, and my, how beautiful is it. 5-5. Monika Sikowska outside the end zone. I assume people have an enjoyable time. I certainly remember that EMUCC in Limerick in 2022 was fun for the festivities as well as the frisbee. And I assume the same is going on at EMUCC 2024. There's the pop back, just about rescued. I think that is Tomzik. It is, and there's the soft break. A delicate backhand to hold on to the lead. 6-5 to RJP. So the Pook O-line back out on the field after that score. Soltiki got the important catch. So Pook, the furthest they've been down, 2-0. You know what? I tell a lie. I've been saying that they're looking for their first lead for a little while. I was completely wrong. I've been here the whole time as well. They were 3-2 up. They went 2-0 down. They started the game 1-0, and then the tournament had to shut down a little bit for weather reasons. Came back out, and our JP got the break to go 2-0 up. PUC respond by going on a 3-point run to go 3-2 up, but then give 2 right back, and we've been trading ever since. But there have been turnovers aplenty both ways, lots of opportunities. Who's going to be able to strike? Take that important lead into half at 8. Well, right now PUC in danger of their deficit growing. That turnover. Or JP. Nicely taken in as they're just working that open side to fruition. It's a hard road to hoe, and then they shoot over the top and over the defenders as well. Another example of going up big, and there the spirit of the tournament in full display. I mean, you see it at all levels of Ultimate, but I think there's an extra appreciation here in the Masters division when a muscle goes and that cramp hits. So after that brief stretching interlude, we are back to business. PUC, they need to keep this close. We know that's exactly what they're looking to do. Tie this game right back up, and it's a lot more confidence they make their way down the pitch. This game is shortened due to the time delay, so there are only 10 minutes left to go. So the pace we've been going at, half might be the finish line. A lot of pressure, and Jai able to get off to Hermon. Hermon pops it down the line. I'm not entirely sure why old Hermon has to take that disc back. Might have been a bit of a push off on the up the line call. You gotta imagine at this point. Oh, there's the 10-minute call. So we're 10 minutes from now. And yes, the leading pass shot off this time, but Armand's able to swing it back into the middle of the pitch. Grappin goes down the line. Wants the leading pass, isn't able to get it in time. It's thrown across to the opposite side, through the middle, and a hold for PUC. 6-6. Lovely crisscrossing offensive play. I thought they were in trouble. Armand kept cool, and they played their way out of it. Some lovely passes and breaks thrown in there for good effect. And it is tied at 6-all.
Occhio.
We are all tied up in what has been a close run contest. The biggest lead of the game, 2 points. Biggest lead since we came back, only one. There's the throw. Brilliant defensive pace. Njai steams across and steals the disc away. It was a lovely pass into space, but too much from gobbled up quickly by the Pook defender. And now looking for a break to retake the lead. It's a huge shot all the way down the field. Bodies underneath. Well waited for and caught. Nice use of positioning, and Pook get the break on the first opportunity and go up 7-6. That is a big score and a big moment in this game. Okay, so you'll have to forgive us there. There's just a momentary bit of confusion on the pitch. That is because even with the time restriction, that still should have been timed half. There's no way they're conceding that's the end of the game. So there is some confusion happening about when half should have taken place. So now we've kind of had a de facto half. It is important because that score happened before half, which would mean that Pook, who are now 7-6 up, should receive the disc. So that's the critical thing they're discussing right now. If it seems superfluous, it's actually incredibly important. Which team should be receiving the disc right now? Because Pook just got the crucial break, having started on defense, and there it is. They will receive the disc. This is a big moment. So at the absolute last opportunity for them to get the critical break, they did, and they can cash it in. And they do so. RJP started the game on offense. Pook started it on defense. They get the break before half. That was technically a timed half. They decided the most recent point had to have been it. It was 6-6. Whoever scored would have had the advantage going into the closing exchange. Pook got that crucial break. Tazio Torrieri finding Scott Graber for the score. Following the hold, which was a lovely sweeping move which involved everybody. It was finished by Alice Samarco to Jeremy Poppenon. So this is big. The French will receive the disc. The game officially ends at half past. An opportunity to take a 2-point lead. The first 2-point lead they could have of the game. Although now people are walking onto the pitch waving and saying to stop. as the confusion continues. I'm not sure if that's part of RJP doing a drill or if they're just warming up or what's going on there on the sideline. Can't really tell. Is that a different team warming up? So, as it turns out, we are having a spirit of the game timeout. So, you know, the old crew showing that they can get it done. Just the same as those kids. So we are going to have a spirit of the game timeout that will carry us over the final time. And when we come out, I believe Pook will have the disc, which should be a score. Softcap will be on score +1. Alright, well, we'll be back. Welcome back. It looks like we are going to get back to the action. The interesting result of that Spirit of the Game timeout seems to be Pook will be pulling the disc. So they are going to start the point on defense. Must have been agreed during the talk. And you've got to credit both teams for having the sense of mind, presence of mind to come to that conclusion. The Spirit of the Game on full display. As the side stack from RJP, they need this 7-6 down. They've got to get this hold. Time has gone during the Spirit of the Game timeout. So if they get this hold, we will have Universe with Pook starting on offense. If Pook get this goal, they will have a 2-point lead. And it will be a game. Oh, nice over the top throw. Game to 9. Swung around. RJP, hold on. Zook needs an option. Gets one. Forced throw down the line into a double poach. It's rescued on the other side. Incredible disc spinning skills. The throw across. Sanchez collects. It's all tied up at 7s. Yes, it is. They agree. It's all tied up at 7s, everybody. We're going to Universe point. So who do you trust to go out there on Universe point? If you're RJP, you've got to be looking at Zakowska, Tomzik. Cornelia Eater's been brilliant as well. Pianizek has had fantastic moments. Rabba Prisbilak's grabs could be useful. On the opposite side, as I can't make them out from here, but I will certainly suppose. Popuno and Torrieri, surely. Magaran, you need those throws. McCulley, you need those hands. Tahar has been brilliant on the defensive side, but this is an offensive point. Njai, another standout for them defensively. But do you bring her across? Do you stay with that standard O-line? As the teams have been working out, you might have heard from the field mic. Of course, I owe all of the information I have at my fingertips to the wonderful Nemo. This is going to be a game to 9 either way. So they're going to say time will go effectively during this point. So whoever scores will be 8-7 up and it'll be +1. So no matter what happens, it is a game to 9 at 7 all. So this would be as if someone caught the point, caught a score, and then time went immediately after that. Which I suppose is a reasonable place to put it at, all things considered. This does mean that Pook never get a half. Really, they should score and then get the disc. Anyway, first of all, they've got to score. Game is all tied up at 7s. 7-6 is Pook going into the lead for the first time since 3-2. Time was delayed initially. It has been a long day. It has been hard to stay focused. There was a Spirit of the Game timeout to work out just what was going on. Everyone has agreed and we lock horns. It's a game to 2. End of training. End of season. End of career. What do you have to show here at the end of Friday? EMUCC 2024. Puck. Swinging it around right outside the end zone. Not forcing anything. Taking their time. Pop into the middle. Break to the front. And this continuation for 8-7. Just about every player was involved and they marched it down that pitch. And down the throat of the RJP defense as well. It finished with a nice pop. The break before critical. Pook 8-7 up and 1 point away from their first win of the tournament. So here we have it. Pook, the D-line comes out. We've spoken about some of the real weapons they have. RJP, they want to tie it up. They want it to go to Universe. You know who they're going to turn to. Oh, and an unfortunate drop right at halfway. Fatigue clearly setting in. Right into the middle of the pitch. Phenomenal grab. Popped across. And further across. Puka right outside. They can end the game right here, and they do! 9-7. Puka get their first 2-point lead of the match. It is a crucial one. They bring a close to the day. Puka get their first win of the tournament. Fantastic stuff. Both teams putting on a show for everybody watching. That was Tahar to Graber to finish it. Previous point was Armand to Vivas. And as you can see, due to weather conditions and this being one of the few playable fields available, that is Oat B Fire, who are coming out here. Getting ready to take on Marmota, the hometown team. Well, the home country team. Thank you for joining us from your homes wherever you are. It's been a pleasure. I've been Lord Murray on behalf of the EUF, on behalf of Solid Sport, and on behalf of everybody involved in the production throughout today. Thank you. There's still so much action to come. Saturday and Sunday. We're starting off with quarterfinals in the Open Division. First thing tomorrow morning. 8:30 local time. I'll be there. Will you join me? I'd love to see you. So, next catch time. Same catch time.
Mais surtout, le gars qui a lequel c'est dans le corps d'Adèle, le truc qu'il a dit, c'est respect le masque. Parce qu'il y avait que le mec, quand tu fais un carton de quelqu'un, tu lui dis pas sur la bonne.
Mentalmente, realmente. No, c'est eux qui ont dit qu'il y a un jeu.
Je pense que c'était un jeu de split, en fait, les fonctions étaient et les splits, à part les... Mais tu vois ça, je suis un peu
For me, it's mostly friendly matchups. Like, we beat a couple of guys, not only one guy, but like they were really friendly and they were like asking.
Il a passé trop de...
J'ai arrêté le match à 4.
Mais oui, mais Martoni, il a pas fait son temps. Mais c'est eux qui m'ont fait changer de nom.